You are listening to part 3 of the podcast series, 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership.
The third law is the law of process. And the law of process says leadership develops daily, not in a day. If a person can understand process, they're going to be very effective as a leader. But if they don't understand the process of becoming a leader, they're going to get very frustrated. Are leaders born? Of course they are. Think about that question. I've never met an unborn leader. Don't particularly want to either, thank you very much. What I have found is there are a lot of people who just think you either have it or you don't have it. And I'm going to tell you right now, that is not true. There are people that have leadership leanings. Of course there are. Just like there are people when they're born, they have kind of musical leanings. So there are leanings toward leadership that some people have that other people don't have. But anyone can learn to be a leader. I have found this to be very common with people in leadership. They overestimate what an event will do for them. They come to a leadership conference or they read a leadership book and they say, oh my goodness, this is so good. And this is going to make me a leader. This is going to change me. Now, let me just explain to you the difference between the event and the process, because this will help you understand the law of process. For example, when you go to a leadership event, I'm talking about like going to a leadership conference, reading a leadership book, okay, listening to a leadership lecture. Okay, when you go to a leadership event, that encourages decisions. That's what it does. In other words, you go and they say, oh my goodness, I know it's important for me to lead, so I'm going to make a decision. Events encourage decisions. The process encourages development. The emphasis in process is continuing to grow and develop. The event motivates people. We all love to come and be motivated and encouraged, but the process matures people. The event is a calendar issue. You say, okay, on this certain date, I'm going to go to an event and learn some leadership, whereas the process is a culture issue. It's being in an environment or a culture that encourages you every day to learn, every day to grow, every day to develop yourself as a leader. The event challenges people, but the process changes people. Why? Because you can't change overnight. You can make a sudden decision, but you can't make a sudden change. That's a process. Here's what I think. I think the event is easy, and I think the process is difficult. And it's not one day, one time, one book, one lecture that's going to change your life. But it's going through the process of doing that. And the reason that leadership must be a process is because leadership is many-faceted. In fact, think about it for a moment. There are 21 irrefutable laws of leadership. Just the very fact there are 21 laws of leadership tells you you just can't absorb it, or you can't learn it, or you can't apply it instantly. I think that the problem is too many times we try to microwave leaders. You know, we put them in a microwave, we get them in our company and say, oh my goodness, I got to develop some leaders. And I got this Maxwell stuff, he says develop leaders. So come here, I want you to be a leader. I think you can be a leader. Here, get in the microwave. We push them in the microwave, push a few buttons and zap them. Because we microwave so many leaders, that's why we have so many Pop-Tart leaders running around. If you got a lot of Pop-Tart people in your company, it's because you've been microwaving. We need to quit microwaving leaders, and we need to start crock-potting leaders. One more thought about this tremendous law of process. That is, the secret of our success is discovered in our daily agenda. What we do every day is the secret to our success. Not what we do at one moment or not what we're going to do sometime. Success is not a destination. It's a journey. It's a process. And so many times we confuse true success with what I call recognition of success. It's a process. The law of process says leaders develop daily, not in a day.